Okay, cool. Full screen it. Just coming through. Yeah. Okay, now you hear me through the casting. And yeah. First we need settings. Oh, that's like a synthwave thing, so like. What do you want from me now? No. So what button makes me out of this stupid mode? Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Setting. Navigation. Effects. Voice. Okay, that's map. Okay, home. Oh, I see. Soroya Studio. Huh, text is misplaced.
We are at the start of the 20th century, a place in the heart of Madrid, an oasis where time seems to stand still. The house, designed by the artist himself, is one of the best conserved artist studios in the world, maintaining the entire decoration and work tools from that time as it speaks to us of the character of the artist. It is a reflection of his own personality in intimate surroundings where his ideas and intentions were materialized in rich paintings. We can imagine a calm,
Oh yeah, this thing supports hand tracking. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's freaking go.
the Ayala, a great friend of the artist.
The commotion is.
During its execution, under the porch in the courtyard, Soroya stood up to get paintbrushes and then fainted. When he came around, with the help of his family, he went to continue with his work. The Last Painting.
Oopsie.
This painting represents a decisive moment in Soroya's life. It is the unfinished portrait of Mabel Ritz, the wife of Ramon Perez de Ayala, a great friend of the artist.
Okay. I understand. Normally don't hit the walls.
Postcards and letters. Clotilda and Joaquin maintained fluid communication by post. In many of those letters, Joaquin tells his wife about his travels. He talks to her about fashion, about the businesses he has in mind for the future, and above all, he complains about how much he misses her.
Whoa. Oh, looks like the same on both sides.
A Walk on the Beach, 1909. One of the artist's most famous, prestigious works. His wife and his eldest daughter are walking along the beach in photographic framing, wearing elegant white dresses with hats and parasols fluttering in the breeze, immediately transmitting the dynamism of the moment. In the background, the sea comes in with gentle waves, reflecting blue nuances. The scene combines a closed plain, the absence of a horizon, and a focus on movement and luminosity, represented with elegance and harmony. The Turkish Bed. A place replete with dreams, peaceful siestas, creative imaginations. The origins of this curious alcove date from the 16th century, and it remained in vogue throughout Europe until the 18th century. It was used by Soroya to rest when he was working in his studio. Soroya led a life of endless trips, congresses, and exhibitions, which led him to explore much of the world, from Italy to the United States, as well as France and Cuba. Some of those scenes and painting sessions in different parts of Spain can be seen here.
Uh-oh.
Boy Playing with a Boat, 1909. From a high point of view, without horizons, this work conveys the innocence and happiness of childhood
What the hell did they
in a
click?
warm, friendly atmosphere. The sensation of tranquility, insouciance, and happy experimentation with the world is patent.
Oh,
Some
wow.
authors have suggested that it could be Soroya representing
Ah.
his childhood.
What's the boat thingy? Ah, that one. I clicked that thing.
Bathing time, Valencia,
Oh,
Boy playing with a boat.
Thomas!
Bathing time, Valencia, 1909. A work which combines many of the elements which Soroya mastered. Fabrics, the sand, the sea, reflections and luminosity. A girl wearing a pink dress is walking along a beach under the attentive gaze of her carer, who is carrying a baby in her arms. A beautiful, peaceful, innocent moment in which we note the joy of living and a complete lack of concern about earthly things.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It's a bit difficult to navigate like this. It's oversensitive crap. Oh god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. I don't know crap about art though. Just assume things with Renaissance maybe? Perhaps? Ah!
Boy playing with a boat.
Hey, shut up!
Nine-
I didn't click on it. I have to keep my hands closed so it doesn't click things all the time. I have to remember, I have to stay in the room.
Clotilde in a gray dress, 1900. This can be considered the most attractive portrait of his wife and muse Clotilde, in a natural pose, resting on her right arm, conveying friendliness with a slight smile of complicity.
Damn, they animated the fucking painting, that is so weird. Okay. People doesn't look different from back in the day than it does today. That's interesting. Okay. Menu. Map. And Tokyo. Wait, it's not downloaded yet. Of course, it's downloaded only the one thing when I started the game. Why wouldn't it download?
These are among.
Konnichiwa.
Hi, we are in the Sangenyaga Triangle. Hi, we are in the Sangenyaya Triangle, as locals affectionately call it. Sangenyaya is a 3,000-year-old pilgrimage in. These are among the most ubiquitous objects in Tokyo. They are everywhere, just doing their job. If you see them, don't ask questions. Japanese people always respect signs. Simple and effective. Westerners might think they're for roadworks, but here, it could be for anything.
What happened to this tour guide? Yeet! Damn it! Damn it! Damn! Yeet! Ouch. Do I have to stand on this orange thing?
Hi, we are in the Sangenyaya Triangle, as locals affectionately call it. Sangenyaya is a 3,000-year-old pilgrimage intersection. 3 famous tea houses were in the area for these tired pilgrims, and business began to grow. The modern-day Sangenyaya Triangle is the result of the neighborhood being assimilated by expansion of the city. A lot of people use these narrow streets as shortcuts, and for others like me, it is just a relaxing place to go after the working day, where you can soak up the atmosphere of vintage bars and step back into the past. These kinds of places can be seen as glimpses into the past, where narrow alleys immerse you in a completely different environment, remembering bygone years when Japan was rapidly growing. There is a real joy in discovering places that have survived urban redevelopment. Visiting these alleys provide a window into Tokyo's urban transformation and how these houses and buildings survived the construction boom. They are all over the facades. Air coolers are an iconic image.
Damn it!
They are all over the facades. Air coolers are an iconic image of Tokyo. They create a postmodern suburban vibe that contrasts with the traditional architecture.
Hand tracking, stop doing that. Stop doing that, hand tracking. Hand tracking is broken on this thing all the time. Stop doing that, hand tracking, please. Of course it's gonna fuck up. Stop fucking up! Stop fucking up! Stop fucking up! Stop fucking up! I'm taking is like really baby steps right now. Every move is fucking up. I bet even Kinect tracks better hands than all those, what is this called again? The leap motion thingy was even more stable, remember?
There are hundreds of stickers on all kinds of surfaces. It's a means of urban communication that deploys icons all over the architecture, adding to an area's personality. A vast majority of these businesses open late in the afternoon and welcome workers from offices and local businesses. They are a great place for cheap yet good quality food and drink, and there is a wide variety of colors and atmospheres. This area is a maze of shops, bars, and alleyways populated with mostly narrow, two-story buildings whose adverts, posters, and lights combine to make a truly unique environment. Bottles are sometimes stored outside for the local logistics. They are charismatic, local drinks from an intriguing variety of brands.
Controllers. Hands, I mean. Not working. Ow, ow. What the hell? Stop losing my tracking.
Between the late 1950s and the early 1970s, Japan built more than 11 million new housing units, increasing by an astonishing 65%. These back alleys are like a film set. You can imagine action flowing in with different stories in a range of contexts. There's just so much going on in such a small place.
Oh. Wow! Whoa, vad high up! Woo! That is hyper realistic indeed. It's totally worth $17. Euros, I mean. $20. Yeah, it's totally worth it. Did you listen to this already?
Look up at the sky. Can you see it? The Carrot Tower, so called because of its color, is a symbolic building that shows how modern times evolve in tandem with the past, in a close-knit, continuous connection.
Really?
You get a curious feeling walking through these alleyways, like diving among great whales and tiny fish.
Yeet. Again. Where's my hand? Where's my hand? Stupid asshole. Center my ass first. Then move here. Nani? Okay. Yeah, the hand tracking is into. Okay, where would I go?
Different kinds of materials for different decades. Their shapes reflect traditional construction styles and materials used in the 50s and 60s. Rust, cracks, and imperfections are the wrinkles of time.
Wait, let me restart this. Controllers off.
Different kinds of materials for different decades. Their shapes reflect traditional construction styles and materials used in the 50s and 60s. Rust, cracks, and imperfections are the wrinkles of time on this urban face. The small neighborhoods grew, smoothly fusing into the larger urban system in their own way, as can be appreciated in the variety of building shapes here. This is a little forest of residential houses sitting above shops, small restaurants, and other businesses on the ground floors. Tokyo has far more local businesses than most Western European and Northern American cities.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my natural turning to get along this. Okay, I'm going back to the photo studio real quick. There was something I didn't see. I forgot these orange things have to be moved on to be able to hear the text in general.
We are at the start of the 20th century, a place in the heart of Madrid, an oasis where time seems to stand still. The house, designed by the artist himself, is one of the best conserved artist studios in the world, maintaining the entire decoration and work tools from that time as it speaks to us of the character of the artist. It is a reflection of his own personality in intimate surroundings where his ideas and intentions were materialized in rich paintings. We can imagine a calm, peaceful environment away from the hubbub of family life, to which Joaquin would withdraw in order to create in silence, full of light. It is curious, because Joaquin hated working in interiors. He avoided it whenever possible. But frustrated on many occasions by bad weather and unstable, cold seasons, he conceived of this curious sanctuary, both cozy and luminous. This is, without a doubt, his refuge, where oil, wood, and light merge together in harmony. The room is elegantly decorated because it was also used for exhibitions and commercial meetings. At that time, artists created their own galleries, displaying elements which demonstrated their good taste and cultural level. Some of those artifacts were gifts from his friends, while others were acquired by the artist himself over the course of the years. Just Out of the Sea, 1915. Here, once again, he depicts the intensity of midday sun, the blinding light of the Mediterranean, capturing the light colors on the white fabric, focusing on the woman who is covering the child after a luminous dip in the sea. Born in 1863 in Valencia, Spain, Joaquin Soroya would become one of the finest exponents of international Impressionism. His unique style, his mastery and expertise in depicting light were the result of a lifetime dedicated to artistic creation, the search for aesthetics and placid atmospheres capturing the nuances of the Mediterranean Sea, elevating him to the very pinnacle of international artists of his time. Today, we have the opportunity to submerge ourselves in his studio in Madrid, where he settled definitively with Clotilde, his beloved wife. The Last Painting. This painting represents a decisive moment in Soroya's life. It is the unfinished portrait of Mabel Ritz, the wife of Ramon Pérez de Ayala, a great friend of the artist. During its execution, under the porch in the courtyard, Soroya stood up to get paintbrushes and then fainted. When he came round, with the help of his family, he went to continue with his work. Trying to make some brushstrokes and realizing he was unable to continue, he said the following:
Astray.
"Let there be one more imbecile. What does the world care?" He would never paint again. This unfinished work represents the end of the creation of this impressive artist. We are immediately invaded by a sensation of immersion in summer light. Everything is about the sea, beauty, and tranquility, with fabrics in their shadows wafted by the breeze. The luminosity is perceptible at first sight. Echoes of reflections of warm Mediterranean seas, the whisper of the waves at dusk, bathed by gentle shimmers and reflections.
Wait, I did not open the bottom ones. Hand tracking messed up way too much. There's nothing here anyway. Okay, good. Enter. Until it's low, I'm gonna turn the volume down.
Standing before you, Roger de Lauria, Admiral of the Royal Fleet of the Crown of Aragon. For a sailor like myself to be found inland cannot be by chance. I am here to pay my respects to my Lord Peter III the Great. God keep him in his glory, for whom I served in different naval battles. Together, we conquered whatever the horizon bestowed upon us, even when we advanced beyond Greece. We were introduced to each other as teenagers, and a great friendship emerged throughout our lives. Today, I come to the place where he is buried to return the wooden sword that he gave me when we were trained in the arts of fighting. He gave me this relic to bring me luck with my entrusted endeavors for his eternal rest. My Lord chose this honorable Cistercian temple for its spiritual power and significance.
Wow, is that ray tracing? First ever Quest 2 ray tracing. Whoopoo. Okay, that's just a doorway.
This altarpiece references an unusual image. A figure of Mary Magdalene appears at the foot of the cross of the Savior, apparently pregnant. It has led to many discussions, since her presence is unusual, especially so in this condition. If you look carefully at the construction blocks, you will see some small and varied marks that are repeated. These are the signatures of each stonemason, supposedly carved to attest to the work done, and the best way to assess the hard work carried out.
More ray tracing. Yay!
Light enters slowly but decisively between these walls, thanks to these windows, which still survive today in your time in the future. Most come from the 13th century, created by the Cistercian masters. In the western part, an anonymous author created in the year 1300 an impressive figurative ensemble that still surprises us today.
Sent la llum, l'ànima i la pena, sigui el color la redempció de la seva condena.
There were no better fabrics, nor of better quality than these, in all of Europe. The beauty of their fabrication was unrivaled. They were a great commercial asset throughout the Middle Ages and part of the Renaissance for the Kingdom of Aragon. This is where my Lord lies, King Peter the Great. And next to him, his son James II and his wife Blanche of Naples. Of the latter, their remains would be abused and violated in the future by foreign hordes. However, my Lord's resting place will remain intact, thanks to its heavy and hard sarcophagus made of porphyry, an exalted material forged by the earth and brought from Italy.
Oh no.
No one had the opportunity to offend or disturb him, and so he will remain in peace for all time.
He's praising the false gods. He's going against he's going against the scripture. He's breaking one of the 10 commandments. It's not supposed to be like a holy place, but he's talking about some false god. Unless I'm not understanding something. Okay. Okay. Let's see what can do with these things. Feel more confident with controllers because hand control checking is kind of crap. Oh, stuck in the ground there.
This is where I will deposit the wooden sword with which I forged my mastery with my lord. With this return offering, O God, I can now rest at the foot of my Lord and be joined once more in the eternity of heaven. One of the great lucky secrets that accompanied us during our hard endeavors is this, the sacred lyre. They say it was made with the wood of an ancestral tree in Atlantis, tanned under the sun for 10,000 days, and tuned by Hermes himself. It was given to me in Antioch by the merchants in strange white garments. When played well, its sound is capable of altering reality.
Holy shit. Ah, frick. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with you? I don't know, is it precise enough to play with this? Neptuno.
Hello, my name is Herminio Hernan. Pleased to meet you. Here we are right now, feeling our way around this car. It's hard work. These horses cause endless troubles because of their age and because it's impossible to get spare parts. In truth, there is a lack of logistics for this spare parts market. Imagine, we have to order them from Argentina. Often, these spare parts are made right here, by hand, in the traditional way. That is why you still see these cars driving around Cuba. It's because of skilled people who have adapted to the circumstances. Inside, it might have a European engine from 15 years ago, or a steering wheel from another model. In any case, a car with all the parts of the same make will always be more valuable. These cars have lasted not only due to their materials, but also because of the way they have been cared for, passed down from generation to generation, like homes in other countries. They are also symbolic. They are precious jewels that are cleaned, buffed, and shined to show them off in all their splendor. Each car reflects its owner's virtues and defects. In the words of Eusebio Leal, may he rest in peace, historian of the city, Havana cannot be understood without its sea and its port. Originally, at the start of this street where we are now, because this is the end, right? There was a fountain that supplied water to 3 boats at the same time. The Fountain of Neptune, built in 1836. Havana experienced exponential growth. So, over the years, this street was extended right up to the University Hill, in the area we're in now. Just look at those curves, those sinuous lines. No doubt about it, that was the style back then. Imagine the engines needed to move machines like these, made of steel which could have been used for tanks or planes. In short, a piece of the past that still works, that is still in daily use. In other countries, they go mad for them, but here they're perfectly normal. Anyone who comes to Cuba makes a journey through time.
Puke. Yeah. True beauty.
Though there's no one around right now. Normally, every day there are a lot of people moving around. It's a busy street because all of its shops and workshops. It's considered one of the major arteries of the city. Shopping for clothes, visiting the food markets, or the repair shops or stalls. You will see activity, people coming and going, the to and fro of everyday life in the heart of Havana.
I guess That's the only logical reason why this is empty right now.
The houses have undergone several restorations, and a great deal of effort is being invested in that, in the maintenance of all these wonderful constructions, which make Havana the most singular city in the Caribbean. One curiosity, one of the first, if not the first, famous song in the cha-cha-cha style
Yes.
was about a story that took place along this street, La Engañadora, by Enrique Jorin. What music? What memories?
Wait, not that song. The English song.
In reality, around any corner you can still hear that sweet rhythm that rules our hearts.
A Prado y Neptuno iba una chiquita que todos los hombres la tenían que mirar.
So let me guess, this is the end of the street. Need to click on this one. I don't see any light up on it. See how far in it stops in that end. Wait a minute, I forgot there's a few more things you can grab here. Oh yeah, and this one. Let's do it properly now without entering fucking up. That cloth physics is amazing. If they have all this cloth physics in Quest right now, why can't they not have other games in VHS that enable the physics? It's inexcusable. Oh yeah, Quest 1 is a way weaker one, that's why they have to limit the Quest 2 as well. That's a crap. Sorolla Studio, Neptuno Street, La Habana, Church of Santa Cruz, Tokyo. Let's see one of those pictures in these presentations. Oh yeah, this is the fourth space, the main environment where you spawn into. Yeah, I never seen this thing up close, but now I might as well claim that I have seen it up close in person because Chronica 8, yeah. I would say, I can say I have seen it in person because it's identical copy of real thing. That was Othersight.